Damn Cain, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Play. Brought down by Trey.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
Trubisky's pass. Complete to Jimmy Graham.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Trubisky's pass.
Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Trubisky's pass. Intended.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 50-yard attempt.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
A pass there over the middle to start things out.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 3 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And again, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Carolina Panthers.
So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal at the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
At the 27-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky got a man. It's Patterson complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Recovered.
What partner they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
At the 49-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass. Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
Panthers.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. Flush to his right. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Bears nothing.
On second down, it's Patterson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left. With a 3rd and 2. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
A gain of 7.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Complete to Trent Taylor.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Are you serious, dog?
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Refusing to go down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing here, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
The Panthers 10-yard line.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked. A loss of 9 yards.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
7-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Bears 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Holding offense.
What you talking about, Ref?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey.
Number 20.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
Brought down at the 30.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Bears 3.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Jimmy Graham.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st down.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The tackle by Brian.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
A running play.
He's getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 30.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Panthers take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second down. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
On first down, it's Patterson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. at the 8.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Robinson.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down Bears.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
Trubisky's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Patterson. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Trubisky's pass.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
3rd down. And 4.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Derek Brown, the big rookie, in there to drop him for the loss.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. The speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
The 37.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
First and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They give him a gain of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A gain of 3.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
By the Bears.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bridgewater and the Panthers now. Down by 4, 57 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He was trying to go back to Moore there. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Open man is Anderson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point safely through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by a field goal. 34 seconds to go. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A running play.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This to potentially send us to overtime. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
For the Bears field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
11 yards there, first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. Patterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Trubisky will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Chicago.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Trubisky to throw again. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Our final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got...